Welcome, everybody. This is the annual information session for public schools for College Credit Plus. This is the session that is in preparation for the 2022-23 academic year at the high school. That academic year will run summer 2022, fall 2022, and spring 2023. My name is Jimmy Barnett. I'm the Director of Recruitment and Admissions for Southern State Community College. I have our academic and career advisors with me today. I have Joyce Richards and Paula Campagna, who are located at our central campus in Hillsborough. I have Brenda Landis, who is located at our Fayette campus in Washington Courthouse. And I have Stephanie Mead and Michelle Calendar, who are located at our Brown County campus in Mount Orab. Myself and the advisors are going to go through the slides today. We will answer any questions you have at the end, so please feel free to write down your questions, or if you want to put them in the chat, you can do that and we will answer them at the end. So with that being said, we're going to jump right into it. I'm going to turn things over to Brenda.
What is College Credit Plus, or CCP? College Credit Plus is an opportunity that should be very carefully considered and planned out because it's Ohio's dual credit program. And that means that students can earn high school and college credit at the same time. Students enroll in college courses and follow the policies and requirements of the college. Students in grades 7 through 12 can be eligible for CCP. They must live within the state of Ohio and attend an Ohio secondary school, public or private, or be homeschooled. Students in grades 7 through 12 may apply to any Ohio public college or participating Ohio private college, or even approved out-of-state colleges. A student can apply to more than one college and also attend multiple colleges. Students need to be able to complete an assessment exam and be determined eligible based on exam scores for College Credit Plus. And please note that there are additional options for eligibility determination being considered right now, but they won't be finalized until spring of 2022. And the college advisor can explain this in more detail with you. Students in grades 7 through 12 have the opportunity to choose from many different college level courses determined by their placement testing and course eligibility rules. And we mentioned the dual credit earlier, which means the students can earn credit to satisfy both their high school requirements for graduation and college requirements. And the formula is 3 semester credit hours of college credit would equal 1 unit of high school credit. Students need to be able to successfully complete their courses in order to earn the credit. And even if a student fails or withdraws from the course, the college transcript and the high school transcript will both contain the student's final grade, and they will match each other. So the high school transcript will match what the college transcript information is about on the grades. Through CCP, students can take classes through summer, fall, and spring semesters. They would have an opportunity to take courses at the high school as long as the high school has agreements with the college to have credentials instructors teach at the high school. They can take classes on the college campus or online. So how do students participate in CCP? And the first step is that you must become eligible. And in order to become eligible for College Credit Plus, it's all based on assessment exam scores. Student scores must show that they are ready for a college level course and in at least one subtest on an exam in the math or the English areas of those exams. And the different placement exams would include ACTs, SAT, Accuplacer, ALEX, PlaceU, or MapleSoft. And after a student applies to the college they want to attend, the college or university will notify the student about the exam requirements for their institution. Colleges and universities will review students' scores using statewide standards. And this is another area to pay attention to because there are additional options being determined for eligibility, but again, won't be finalized until the spring of 2022. And again, you can discuss this in more detail with the college advisor. The second step is college admission. So the student must apply for admission into their chosen college that they'd like to attend. And they need to meet the admission requirements of that college. A new step that's been added this year is that students must complete a permission slip that will be provided to the students with the college's application for admission. Contact the college that you want to potentially enter into to learn about their requirements, what the processes are, the paperwork and deadlines, because the colleges have the final decision on the student's admission. And if the student is admitted to the college will send a questionnaire that must be completed for enrollment into CCP classes. And this is another new step that's been added this year. The third step for participation into CCP is that if you're considered eligible and you've been admitted to the college, then you need to get registered into classes. So you're going to need to talk with the academic advisor and determine what classes make the most sense for the student based on assessment scores, prerequisites, and other requirements.
So what courses can a student take? College Credit Plus courses can satisfy both high school graduation requirements as well as being posted to the college transcripts. The high school counselor will help students understand more about the requirements for graduation at the secondary level and College Credit Plus course substitutions. Some high schools do have more requirements for graduation than the state minimum. Course eligibility rules. Students must complete their first 15 credits in level 1 courses, which include transferable courses, courses in IT, computer science, anatomy and physiology, foreign language, courses that might be part of a technical certificate, and courses that are part of a 15 or 30 credit hour pathway. They can also retain credit for courses in study skills, academic, or career success. Colleges must post their level 1 courses on their website. So if you would go to the homepage of your college of choice, you will be able to see a listing of what those courses are. Once a student completes the first 15 credit hours in level 1, he or she can enroll in level 2 courses. Non-allowable courses include private applied courses with one-on-one instruction, courses with extreme high fees, study abroad, physical education, courses that are pass-fail only, and remedial courses or sectarian or religious courses. Other requirements would include College Credit Plus grades earned in the college course is the same grade that will appear on the high school transcript. There is no difference. College Credit Plus courses will be factored into the high school and the college grade point average. What are other requirements? We talk about grade weighting. So if the high school uses a weighted grading scale for advanced placement, international baccalaureate, or honors courses in a subject area, then College Credit Plus will also use the same weighting scale in order to calculate class rank. Students should consider courses in a career pathway that interests them and also ask about pathways that identify courses leading to a major or degree requirements. Graduation requirements are very important. Students may take College Credit Plus courses in subject areas that will also satisfy what you need to graduate from the secondary institution. Students need to work with counselors very closely to ensure that they are meeting any mandatory testing or other high school graduation requirements.
So how many classes can students take? Students may be enrolled in up to 30 credits per year, which includes high school courses. So that calculation is 30 minus secondary school units times 3 equals the max CCP credits. The maximum number of credits allowable for a student while participating in the program is 120. If a student enrolls in more than 30 credits for the year, the school will discuss with the student whether to either drop the course prior to the no-fault withdrawal date or to pay for the entire course, including tuition, fees, and books. And that is in case, even if you're over 1 credit hour, you will pay for the entire course. So that'll be at the college's standard rates, which is option A. So now we want to know, what are the differences between high school and college? One main difference is testing. In high school, sometimes you are given tests weekly or at the end of a chapter. You may have several tests once a week or quizzes, but in college, you're going to find out that the tests are generally fewer in number and they cover more material. Another difference is your study time. In high school, required homework ranges between 1 to 3 hours per day. In college, the standard rule of thumb is 2 to 3 hours of homework for every hour spent in class. That is 3 to 5 hours per day. Another difference, knowledge acquisition. In high school, information provided mostly in class. Out-of-class research is minimal, but in college, your coursework will generally require more independent thinking, longer writing assignments, and out-of-class research. Another huge difference between high school and college are grades. In high school, you are given the opportunity to improve your grade with numerous quizzes, tests, and homework assignments. But in college, you're going to find out that you have fewer tests and fewer homework, if any, that will help determine your final grade. Another difference is the role of parents. In high school, your parents are strong advocates working closely with teachers and counselors. In college, your parents serve as a mentor and support for the student. The college views the student as independent decision maker. Even if you're 14 years old, if you come into the advising office, we're going to talk to you just as we would any adult student. The college is covered by the Family Education Rights and Privacy Act, known as FERPA. Another difference between high school and college are accommodations. In high school, parents and students work with high school staff to determine what assistance or accommodations can be made for students with IEPs or 504 plans. In college, students must work directly with college staff to determine if accommodations are needed. If you come into an advising office, we will not ask if you have an IEP or a 504 plan. That would be information that you would need to offer to us so that we can go ahead and get you to the correct staff members. What are the benefits of participating in College Credit Plus? Students can earn high school and college credits at the same time. You can get a head start on your career planning and degree. And you can experience college early to understand the expectations of college life. And let's not forget about saving on tuition and textbooks.
What are the consequences of underperforming? If students do not earn a passing grade or if they withdraw too late from courses, the district may require students' parents to reimburse the tuition. The grades that students earn will be on their transcripts permanently. Keep in mind, if a student is considered economically disadvantaged, a school may not seek reimbursement. If students fail or withdraw often, future financial aid may also be impacted. For more information, contact the college's financial aid office. If students perform poorly, they may be placed on probation or dismissal. Let's talk about College Credit Plus probation. A student will be placed on probation if he or she earns less than an accumulative 2.0 GPA or withdraws from 2 or more courses in 1 academic term. While on probation, the student may only enroll in 1 course for 1 college term. Also, the student is not permitted to retake a course in which they received a D, F, or NC grade. CCP dismissal. If students on probation do not increase their GPA to a 2.0 or above during the probation term, they will be placed on dismissal. While on dismissal, students may not enroll in College Credit Plus courses. A student can appeal to be reinstated to the program. CCP probation and dismissal appeals. Probation. Student may appeal to take a course in the same subject in which he or she previously earned a D, F, or received no credit. Dismissal. Within 5 days of being dismissed, the student may submit an appeal to the secondary school. They may also appeal at the end of the dismissal semester. Each school has their own process for appeals. What are the expenses for College Credit Plus? At public colleges or universities, there will be no cost to students, families for tuition, required fees, and books. However, there may be a cost for things such as parking and transportation. At private colleges or universities, there may be small fee per credit hour, required fees, or for books. Students must complete the intent to participate form. It must be given to the public school by April the 1st, 2022. Students must confirm if they are going to take advantage of the Ohio State funding, which is option B, or if they choose to be a self-pay, which is option A. Under option A, students can choose to earn college credit or high school credit or only college credit. Under option B, students will earn college credit and high school credit. Option B is the default or standard option for College Credit Plus students. Students must also inform the college and the secondary school of the option choice. The final date to change the option is on or before the college's no-fault withdrawal date.
High school counselors will continue to assist all College Credit Plus students, and college advisors will assist with selecting courses. Colleges must provide the same academic support services to CCP students. For example, tutoring, library access, advising, and counseling services. What about athletic eligibility? Student athletes should learn the Ohio High School Athletic Association requirements. Students should also know that some return CCP courses cannot be used to bring a student into compliance with the OHSAA requirements for interscholastic athletic participation. Will the course credits transfer? Certain general education and technical courses will transfer, especially from one public college to another Ohio public college. Make sure to check with colleges to confirm transferability. For transfer information, visit transfercredit.ohio.gov. What does being college ready mean? Being college ready is more than just being academically ready. Please make sure the student is emotionally and socially ready for college and is ready for college expectations. Also consider time management and organizational skills. Grades earned in a CCP course are for high school and college credits. They will be calculated into the student's GPA at both places, meaning the GPA can be calculated onto the high school transcript as well as the college transcript. CCP credits will be used for calculating financial aid after high school. Let's go over the deadlines. April 1st, 2022, students must complete and return the intent to participate form to the school office. Check ACT and SAT testing dates. If required, test early to meet college and university admission deadlines. Semester deadlines. Summer semester deadline will be early because classes usually start in May. Make sure to also check the college for other semester deadlines. How do you get started? First, you will need to complete the intent to participate form and provide to the school office before the deadline. Apply for admission at the college of choice. Contact the college and discuss assessment testing requirements. Meet with your school counselor to discuss scheduling and graduation requirements. If you have any questions, visit the CCP website for additional resources at ohiohighered.org/CCP.
Okay, now we are going to go over some Southern State guidelines for the program. These guidelines pertain to all students participating in the College Credit Plus program with Southern State Community College. This is regardless if you're on our campus, if you're taking classes online, or if you're taking courses at your high school. Our application for College Credit Plus is separate from our general admission application. So be sure when you apply for admission to Southern State, you're completing the CCP application. That will be available online February 1st, 2022. The website is listed right there. You should also, after you apply, submit your high school transcript or grade report or any state-approved test scores to the admissions office by emailing admissions@sscc.edu by these deadlines. For summer semester, that'll be May 6th. For fall semester, that'll be August 5th. And for spring semester, that'll be December 16th. Our admissions office here at Southern State will contact you by mail and or email with information on how to schedule your AccuPlacer placement assessment. Approximately 2 weeks after your assessment, you will receive written notification of acceptance or denial. It does not always take 2 weeks. Sometimes it's sooner. I will tell you with some expanded eligibility options coming out in spring of 22, that's probably going to be mid-March. If your student applies in February and they don't meet the AccuPlacer placement assessment eligibility scores in math or English, they may not hear anything. So it's okay if you call. We're probably going to tell you we're waiting to hear on those expanded eligibility requirements from ODHE. They're expected sometime in March of 2022. So just kind of tune in and stay with us on that. It is very important this year. It was mentioned in the beginning by Brenda. The state mandated permission slip and the state mandated student questionnaire must be completed. You'll get the permission slip in the mail. Once you apply for admission, we will send you an application letter basically saying that you've applied and here are your next steps. With the permission slip, you must either scan, fax, email, or mail it in, the permission slip signed back by you and your parent back to us. It does not matter if you're 18 years old or not, the parent must sign the form. The student questionnaire at that point will be sent once you're accepted. We will need that back as well. And that does not have to be signed. However, you cannot, you will have a hold on your account until you return both the permission slip and the student questionnaire. CCP students, advisors have been guided not to register students until we have both forms. That's a state requirement, not a Southern State requirement. There's no exceptions to that. We cannot progress forward until both forms are on file. So I can't stress that enough. New student orientation. A lot of CCP students get the letter in the mail and I think it ends up in the trash can or they just don't read it. If you get a letter from Southern State, it's important. Make sure you open it up. You'll receive a letter sometime during your first semester enrolled in classes. You must be registered to get this letter, but you will receive an orientation letter. It will have your login information. It will have your password. It will tell you how to go to the website and access the orientation. You must complete it. Please take a look for this. Anytime from 3 weeks prior to the start of a semester you're registered for up through the second week of the semester. For students taking courses at their high school, it may come closer to that second week of the semester. Again, you must be registered for classes to access the new student orientation. Students must place at college level readiness in math and/or English. The scores are defined as following. If you got an 18 on the ACT in English, that's considered college level readiness, or a 480 on the SAT. In mathematics, it's a 22 on the ACT or a 530 on the SAT. Or if you didn't take either, no worries. Or if you didn't test high enough in either, that's no worries. You can take the AccuPlacer here at Southern State. You just have to test into the appropriate threshold to be considered college level ready and eligible for the College Credit Plus program. And again, that only has to be in one subject area, math or English. I put at the bottom there, additional eligibility requirements are being defined by ODHE. We're expected to know more by the middle to end of March of 2022. Students must meet the necessary prerequisites required for each course. This is something we get often. I know the advisors get this question often. Why can't I register for that course? It happens more often with students at the high schools. Regardless of what's offered at your high school, you still have to meet prerequisite requirements for those courses. Any college that you go to, you're not going to be able to just jump into any course if it has a prerequisite. You must meet those. Students enrolling in the program will be expected and required to perform at the same level as their college classmates. CCP students are subject to the same policies and procedures, academic practices, and grading standards as all other SSCC students. Grading standards pertain to students taking college courses in their high school as well. Those students are considered college students when being taught a Southern State class at the high school. If you have any questions at this time, we thank you for listening. But if you have any questions, go ahead and put those in the chat box and we will be glad to answer them. Thank you for attending this evening, and we look forward to seeing you on campus soon.